Here we will see how we conduct a chi-square test for homogeneity or a chi-square test for independence using the StatText program. So the first step is to go to www.stattext.com and simply follow the on-screen instructions and enter our data into the curly brackets. Now, whether we conduct a test for homogeneity or a test for independence, we're going to have a two-way table with our data. So here we had a table with 4 rows and 4 columns. So we simply enter the first row in the first set of curly brackets, the second row in the second set of curly brackets, the third row in the third set of curly brackets, and the fourth row in the fourth set of curly brackets. After we enter our data, we then put in our significance level, in this case 5%. We also need to indicate whether we're conducting a one- or two-tail test. Now, a chi-square test is a one-tail test, so it won't matter what we enter here. So the next step is to select categorical and chi-square independence tests. Now, we do this whether we're conducting a test for independence or homogeneity. The process is the same in StatText. So after we select the test, we get this readout. So here we can see the type of test that was conducted, a chi-square independence test, the hypotheses, both the null and the alternative, and then here we see the observed values and then the expected values in parentheses. And we also see the row totals, the column totals, as well as the grand total. And if we scroll down further, then we can see the degrees of freedom, which in this case is 9. We see the chi-square calculations, which give us the value for the chi-squared statistic. And then we also see the critical chi-square value, above which we would reject the null hypothesis. We see our p-value, and here, because the p-value is less than the significance level of 5%, StatText tells us to make the decision of rejecting the null hypothesis.